we shall study about suprasegmentals or the prosodic features. And like there are two types of phonemes. One is primary phoneme and the other one is secondary phoneme. Let's learn about that. Primary phoneme, like vowels, consonants that bring about like that are used to produce speech segments, right? They are known as primary phonemes. But there are some additional special features that affects these speech sounds, which is known as suprasegments or suprasegment. When this brings a change in the meaning, it is known as suprasegmental phoneme or secondary phoneme or prosodic phonemes. Now let us see word stress. We know that in a word there are many syllables. Just like how we say in a syllable the most prominent part is vowel, the nuclei. The same way in a word there are many syllables, and the particular syllable which has got more stress when it is pronounced is referred to as word stress. For example, in cultivation, way, that is a third syllable, yes, it has the stress in it. And examination, nay, the fourth syllable has got stress in it. Okay, so we shall distinguish stress into primary, secondary, etc. The stress syllable is said to receive a primary, is said to be primary. Like the most stressed syllable is referred to as, the first stressed syllable is referred to as primary stressed syllable, and the syllable that is next in the degree of prominence is said to be secondary stressed, primary stress, secondary stress. The main one is primary, and the one which is in the degree next to this primary stress is secondary stress. So how do we mark it? Primary syllable, primary stress and secondary stress syllables, how do we mark it? Primary stress is marked by a vertical stroke on the top of the beginning of the syllable, and secondary stress is marked by a short vertical bar below the beginning of the syllable. I'll show you that. Let us take the word examination. It is phonetically written like this: examination. The primary stress is on the fourth syllable, so we will mark it with a vertical bar that is just before the syllable that is stressed. Now there is secondary stress happens. Examination is zam has the secondary, so we put a vertical bar below the beginning of the syllable. I hope you understood this. I will show you another example. The word misuse, it is written like this: misuse. There are two syllables are there. Second syllable is stressed and the first one has the secondary stress, so it is marked below this. I hope you understood this. Now the suffixes that end like full, less, ness, li, able, etc. These are suffixes. And the prefixes that begin like un, pre, prefixes, it should be like this: pre, im, etc. These kinds of suffixes and prefixes doesn't make any change in the stress. The stress will be in the original syllable itself. Inflectional suffixes and derivational suffixes, what is the difference? The difference between inflectional suffixes and derivational suffixes. Derivational suffixes brings a change to the parts of speech. whereas inflectional suffixes doesn't bring a change. Inflectional suffixes ed, es, ing, etc. does not affect the accent, whereas derivational suffixes like age, ans, n, s, full, hood, ice, ish, ive, less, lee, meant, ness, or, ship, ter, your, zen, etc. do not normally affect the change. So all these suffixes do not bring any change. These suffixes full, less, ness, ne, able, prefixes like un, pre, im, er, inflectional suffixes ed, es, ing, derivational suffixes, all this does not bring any change to the text, to the word. Like only the original word, how the stress is there in the original word, the stress will remain the same with all these suffixes and prefixes. So inflectional suffixes and derivational suffixes I am describing you once again. Derivational suffixes are the suffixes that brings a change in the meaning, a change in the change, not only just the change, like it brings a change in the parts of speech. Okay. And inflectional suffixes, there is no change in the parts of speech. Words ending with the suffix eon always have the stress on the syllable that is just before this ending. Such kind of syllable that are there before these kind of endings are known as penultimate syllable. Let us see an example. Application. Eon is there. Eon. The syllable has eon. So the next syllable, the syllable before it is k. So the stress will be on this. Okay. And then the words with many syllables. The words with many syllables have got the stress on the stress will fall on the third syllable from the end. Like words with many syllables, you have to count the third syllable from the end, and that syllable will have the stress. If in case of noun and verb, if a noun is always stressed on the first syllable, verb is always stressed on the second syllable. Noun is also stressed on the first syllable, verb is stressed on the second syllable. Let's take this word object. Object can be both noun. If it is noun, then object will have, like bring me that object, then it is a noun. So it will be on the first syllable. If it is a verb, object, I object, in that case stress will be on the second syllable. When the suffixes are added to shorter words, like to make it bigger, then the stress is shifted in such a way that the stress will be on the, as we know that if a word has got many syllables, the stress will be on the third syllable from the last. So if many suffixes are added to a shorter word to make it a larger word, then it will be adjusted such a way that the stress will be on the third syllable from the end. And in the case of compound words, we know that two different words are joined together to form a word, like breakfast. The same way, such kind of compound words, the stress will be on the first part itself. Breakfast, the stress will be on break before B. Okay, but in the case of such kind of a compound word, if the first part is an adjective, then the stress will be on the second part. If, for example, bad-tempered, bad is adjective, so the stress will be on tempered before T. Before we studied some we studied many suffixes which does not bring a change to the stress, and now we are going to study some suffixes which will definitely bring a change to the stress, such are ik, ikal, Ikali, Iyal, Iyali, Iti, Iyas, Iyan. All these have primary stress on the syllable that is preceding the suffix. I'll just give you one example. Ik, pathetic. Ik is the ending, right? Ik is the suffix. So it will have stress on the syllable that is before it, that is pathetic. Another example. Ikali. Let us take this. Economically. Ikali. Ikali is the ending. So this syllable before that is nom. So stress will be on N. So I hope all of you understood this. This is all about suprasegmental features. We studied all the conditions regarding stress. So if it is asked for essay, you have to write this all with many examples and illustration. Okay, thank you.